All right, build fans. So I've got another one of these really quick ones, and honestly, we haven't looked at Make It blocks in a while. I haven't seen a lot of new stuff come out from them, but I happened to be in the store the other day. I was like, hey, I'm gonna stop, check it out, and I found several actually flower sets. And this one I wanted to put together tonight or today or whatever time this airs and kind of show you what we're getting. So these are their new Make It block construction sets. Botanical's obviously taken off with a lot of adults, and we probably need to discuss that at some point to figure out, how we feel about that, right? Is it, destroying the hobby or not? We'll talk about it one day. But this is a 114 piece set. It's considered 6 and up. And we got ourselves here like a little tropical flower. Of course, got a computer image here. Fits all leading brands for the most part. We got other flowers in the series. I believe I was able to find like this one, and this one. And there might be some build stuff in it that I think will work with what kind of things we want to do. I can't remember if I found that one or not. But yeah, or maybe I got this one but I couldn't find that one. I don't know. I can't remember, to be quite honest. But we'll look over time. All right. Well, other than that, that's it on the box. There's not a lot to it. So let's go ahead and get this thing out. Let's see what all it comes with, and let's kind of start breaking down and seeing what we got. Now, we do have this one sheet, and I mean, it is stacked full of stuff. All at once, everything shoved into a bag. 114 pieces. This is more pieces than what we got on one of our Spider-Man $10 sets, and this thing is only like $1.75. Like, it is, they're not expensive. Um, I don't sell mocks that have Make It bricks in it, but I will say there have been some mocks when I'm experimenting and building. I'll use some Make It bricks here and there, just because the cost of them is so cheap, and clutch power wise, usually pretty good. All right, so of course we got this on there. We've got a 4x4 plate with a 1x2 panel on there. Let's see, two of these 1x4 plates. Looks like another panel. Let's find it in there. I bet you I can find it. Another panel. 4 of these 1x2 plates. I said 1x4s, 1x2s. We need 4 of those, right? 1, 2, 3. And 4 right here. Okay. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these snot bricks. So we do have snots, and not headlight bricks, by the way, but actual snots. And then it looks like we've got some inverse brackets, 1x1 inverse brackets. 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. All right, I'm going to kind of push this off to the side just a little bit. I'm going to see what do I need for this, because there is quite a bit here. So it looks like we're taking a 1x4, putting a snot brick on the side, stacking 1 and 2 of these inverse brackets on there. And then looks like we're putting another snot on this side. Am I correct? Yeah. And then I guess we're putting, or wait. Yeah, I see what I did wrong. Okay. So again, with these instructions, what makes this so hard at times is that they kind of shoehorn everything in together very quickly. And there's a lot of steps all at once. Unlike, we get spoiled with Lego and sometimes Limo bricks where it's like it's not quite so much at one time. These, they kind of put everything together. But in all honesty, this is how I remember doing it as a kid. When I went back to look at some of those instruction manuals, it's like there's a lot of stuff going on at once, and you just gotta be aware of it. So I think that's where, like, for me as a builder, I kind of enjoy some of this. The cheap sets make it kind of fun at times. All right, and then that's gonna seat all in there. Pretty decent clutch power, to be quite honest. Not too bad. Now it looks like we're gonna keep that center part open and empty. We're putting another of the 4x4s on top. That might be good for some biome building, to be quite honest. And then we need 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these We need 4 of our 1x2 tiles. 2, 3. There's another. Oh man. Huh. I'm not seeing my last tile. But let's go ahead and grab. I should have 8 of these. So 1, 2. I'm going to put them all in the same camp. Same direction, same camp. Out there's my 4th one. Had to cut down on some of the riffraff of all the extra pieces here. Cut them down and make it a little bit easier to find what I need. Let's see, that one goes to this side. This one goes to this side. This one goes to this side. This one goes to this side. Oh my goodness. I get so boggled down at times with which one goes to what side that I often mess up quite a bit. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should have 2 more. 1 here and 1 over here. So that should be all of them, am I correct? Here it looks like 8 and 8. And then we should have 8 of these. So pretty much all of the 1 pieces. Now, I don't think anything in white I think is going to go. I don't think they do too often too many extra pieces. I don't really. It seems like they're kind of on point with what you're getting is what you're getting. There's one more over here. I'm just going to play it safe and pull it. Now for this, we should have. All right, let's take a look. So we should have 1 out, 1 in, another out, like that, and then another in like this, right? Yes. We're making kind of a toot design. We got 1 and 2, and then one of these that goes on the tip top. So we're making 4 of those, looks like. So let's go ahead and get 1, 1, 2, and 2. Tile, plate, and another plate. And these are little 1x1 plates. And we'll do the same thing. Now, I'm kind of rushing this here, but to be quite honest, I could see where someone who's gotten into botanicals as an AFOL, I could see this being a rather satisfying build. It says 6 and up, and for the most part, technical wise, there's not a lot to it. But this is one of those nice, kind of quick, simple, clean, hey, I just need something to take the edge off of life sort of build. This I could see as being definitely worth it. Now we do get 1 tile here that's got branding printing on it. I'm not a big fan of those. Sometimes I use them for things, but yeah, I'm out of the box. I'm not a big fan of having like that branding on the actual brick. That bothers me. We're going to bring these up, and they're going to line up towards the bottom here. Boom. Boom. And boom. Now that's the pot. I could almost see myself using this somewhere down the road as parts for a roof or a city planter as well. Like, I think that would work really well. Okay. Looks like we've got a lot of green parts. We've got 2 of our leaves. We'll definitely use those leaves. Those leaves I use on my palm trees. We got 2 of these 1x2s with sockets. A 2x2 jumper plate that is a round jumper plate. 1x1 round barrel bricks, and we need 3 of those. Those are always good to have, especially if like doing bamboo and stuff. We got ball sockets with ball socket pins with 1x1 plates, and a 1x1 stud to pin. And yeah, let's see how we're putting this together. So it looks like we've got 1 brick here. We're putting our plate and pin upside down. We've got our bracket piece that goes in there. This is going to fit to there. Okay, so we're creating some pretty interesting stuff. We got this that goes up one with a plate with a ball bracket piece on there. That's going to go catacorn to that, so it sits out. And then, and really good, like overall, that's a good clutch power. Like, that is Lego style clutch power. It's not too tight. I actually enjoy that quite a bit. Because usually they're very, very loose. So they might have been, they might be doing some upping their game here. All right, so these you can kind of pose out however you want. We're going to pose them up. And I believe this should fit into here. We're going to go ahead and fit it. It doesn't say to fit it, but I'm going to say we're going to go ahead and fit it because it makes some things a little bit easier. Now we've got a Travis brick. So we got one Travis brick. Travis bricks, if you don't know, that's where you have one, usually a 1x1 stud, but it's a snot brick that has studs all over the sides, one on top, and then one anti-stud on the bottom. It was a designer that went by Travis, used them a lot. We got a yellow Travis brick, we got an orange Travis brick. We got an illegal part in here. Well, it's not an illegal part, but we do have the 1x1 cheese brick with stud on it. And Lego, I believe, refuses to make it. We also have the double stud to stud 1x1. Good stuff. It's like Ollie's, man. This is good stuff cheap. I can build with some of this. Like, I can, and again, I'm not building it to sell. I'm building these things for me. But man, when you got cheese wedges that have studs on it, it just absolutely changes every aspect of the game when it comes to building. Good stuff, man. Absolutely wild, great pieces and parts. I wish Lego would actually start making those. So that way when we're doing mocks and stuff, we could actually utilize it on the software. Still kind of going back to old building techniques here and there, but man, good stuff. All right, so it looks like we got the yellow stuff that goes right in there, and then we're gonna have another Travis brick here where we are putting more of these plates with clips on it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. We got a double to stud, and then our cheese wedge with brick that's going to go here. And I believe we are turning them oh so slightly, so they're going to do like that. Pretty cool. Now, let's see. We're over here on 7. It looks like we need 1, 2 of these curved step bricks to plates. We need 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these, and they're all one direction. I don't think there's any that go a different direction on this. So as much as I was like, hey, I'd love this so that way I can do like some really cool awnings, I wouldn't be able to do that just because they only go one direction. So if they only go one direction on these, it's gonna make it hard to reverse that. Though we could use it to chop up some things and make some pretty cool stuff down the road. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these 1x1 rounded plates with bar on it. And let's figure out how to put this together. So we've got our plate and bar, and then we're putting our 1x1 tile on top. We need 4 of those, don't we? Yeah, so let's go ahead. We're going to put all those together. Boom, boom, and boom, and boom. And then we got one more here. Like I said, I'm kind of speed running through this, but this should be like, it'll take you a minute, which is nice. It's like, I like the idea of having quick builds, but I also like the idea of being able to sit and enjoy your build. You probably could very much sit and find a lot of comfort in this. This is pretty pretty awesome build. And honestly, the way that we're doing these pedals here, this is pretty sharp. So we're using a bracket, an inverted bracket that we're stepping into the anti-stud on the back, putting that on there, lining it up, and we've got this nice kind of droopy sort of thing here. This is a sharp, I could see this in green for certain types of leaves. Like that's a pretty awesome sort of vibes. We're gonna stick that in here, turn them in. I could even see us making crabs and like little animals out of this. This is nice, very nice. Okay, that's gonna fit into there, and that should start going up like that. Wow. Okay. Now we've got the next set. Now the next set's a little bit different, where we have the bigger 1x2 barred plates. 4 more of these, of course. 4 more of our brackets, inverted brackets. There we go. 4 more of the 1x1s and 4 more of those. And let's see, they have us putting it together how? So we're going 1 onto here, and then 1 onto here. I think it'll be made the exact same. It's just the one big thing that we're doing differently is that it goes out 1 stud. Yeah, it just goes out 1 stud. And the reason, oh, whoops, oh my goodness. And the reason why, obviously, is because you need it to stick out further than the other. So if you have 1 more stud out, that's going to make it stand out further than the last one. So not by much, but just enough. Again, we got, and these, yeah, they're the same orientation. It'd have been nice if it was reversed, something that was different, so that way if we wanted to take this apart, use it for pieces and parts, we could. I would probably have bought another set just to have some of these orange pieces. And quite honestly, I probably would buy another set just to have some of these orange pieces, because there's some cyberpunk stuff I'd like to make, and the orange and the yellow is kind of prevalent in some cyberpunk pieces. So to me, it's kind of worth it. All right, these are going to snap into place here. So we're going to go snap 1. I'm going to set that back down. Boom. That doesn't have the best clutch power there, but that'll be okay. Let's see, 2. There we go. 3. That's a little tight on those clips. And 4. All right, and that's kind of how our flower looks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty cool build. This would be like a really cool thing for like an Easter basket or kind of a gift for someone. And that fits onto there. And check that out. Man, that is a pretty solid build. Now, I raced through mine. I could see you taking your time on this and kind of, doing a little bit more. The parts in this, pretty good. Well worth it. I would say I would not shy away from getting another one of these particular sets for some of the pieces in here. There is a little bit of clutch power within these Travis bricks here on the flower. That part feels a little loose, but everything else, yeah, everything else works extremely well. I would say this one for what, $1.75 that we get this thing, well worth it. You cannot beat the price of that, especially if you're not such. I mean, here's the thing: if you're a Lego connoisseur, you got nothing to do with other brands. Stick with Lego. Nothing against you, but if you really like building blocks and you're like, hey, I want to go out and explore some things, and I want to be able to afford more than what's out there, because again, a botanical set for Lego normally starts at $15 unless you get a polybag. The polybag set does not have a lot in it, so you're wanting more out of it, it's going to cost you. This might be a good alternative for you. That's all I'm saying. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, be alerted if anything comes from me to you. Comment down below and like this video. It helps you to know what you like what I'm making. Honestly, comment down below. Would you get this? Would you not? Are you strictly Lego Botanicals? That's something to keep in mind, right? Hopefully these videos are helping you with your decision making, and I make them in order to help you decide on whether this is something you want or not. For me, I think it's worth it, but that's just me, okay? Hey, I thank you all for showing up. I really do appreciate you coming and checking out this video, commenting, doing all that stuff. It really helps the channel grow, and it helps me continue making stuff and bringing information to you that's hopefully helping you in your brick building and your decision making. All right? Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.